Good morning and welcome to 20 minutes of Terrace Talk. Each week we bring you 20 minutes of Terrace Talk, which consists of Steve's classic kits. This is when Steve brings in 3 classic kits, or 3 pieces of memorabilia, and we'll talk about that. I'll give you my trainer release of the week. We'll give you today's fixtures and also 40 years of fashion, Tales and Grails. We'll give you an iconic piece of fashion from the past 40 years that is acceptable on the terraces. This week we're joined by Blair Mcnally. How's it going, mate?
Hello, mate. Good. Thank you for having me on.
And as always, Steve Boland.
How we
Steve.
doing? How we do?
Right, let's just get started, mate. What have you brought on this week?
Right, well, everybody knows this one here, the black one, St. Pauli, right? So St. Pauli, cult German club from Hamburg.
Far left club.
Very much far left club, got very much left leanings and to all different causes.
Home of the Reaper band.
That's the one, yeah. They've got everything going on there.
You got everything, man.
Probably got to be one of the most merchandised lower league clubs in history.
Yeah, definitely. Their merchandise sells all over the world, especially not so much. That's their official badge with the building on it. It's
everybody thinks it's the Skull and Crossbones.
It's the Skull and Crossbones, which came in the 80s. It was actually a punk rocker went to the game, took the Skull and Crossbones, started waving it, and then that's just become the iconic badge of St. Pauli. That's the Kappa one, so 2000
back to back like a Kappa track.
That's it, exactly. Usual, this season they played, they never do well, St. Pauli. The club, they're always up and down, but it's mostly, you'll know, it's mostly for the causes. It's all for causes, and
You've been to St. Pauli?
Yeah, I've been to St. Pauli, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to St. Pauli Stadium. I've not actually been, so I went to Hamburg for the Euros last year. Obviously St. Pauli weren't playing, but such a unique, we went into a bar right next to the stadium as well, and everything around it, surrounding it, such a unique football club, such a unique stadium.
Was it the Jolly Roger bar? Did you go in the Jolly Roger?
It was on the corner.
Alright, okay.
So the stadium's here and we were on the corner here, but you can see across to the stadium. It's crazy, even with the big Hamburg, the bunker next to it as well.
That's it, yeah.
It's insane.
You got mates in Hamburg, have you?
Yeah, the Hamburg fans. They're Dundee and Hamburg fans, but they absolutely detest St. Pauli.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
But no, it's a really, really cool strip. Black. World Internet is the sponsor. I tried to find out what that was, but it's so long ago. There's nothing about them. But again, that club this season, it was their 91st season. I think they got relegated actually. They got relegated that season. Finished 18th. But again, that club are more about causes. They seem to be anything else except for the football. They do love their football and they're very fanatical, but the team itself never seems to do very well because everything else surrounds that club. They're a cult club, great badge. It's a really good stuff.
When you go to the stadium, you see, I didn't even go to a game, but the culture's all around the stadium. It's not just at the stadium, it's everywhere you go in that area. As St. Pauli.
And they've got fans from all over the world.
St. Pauli.
Like, yep.
The way they would say it.
Yep.
But it's like a religion over there. Like, you either are Hamburg or St. Pauli, but you live where you breathe. The act of being, it's not just being a fan, it's the process of everything involving it as well. It really is just a whole style of involvement. It's not just supporting a football club, it's everything that comes with it as well. It's quite cool.
Move on to the next kit, which is Bochum, and you said earlier on, is that for a pride kit?
I thought it looked like a pride kit, just the colours of it, doesn't it?
So it's
I think it looks like a pride bicycle kit.
Yeah. So it's 97, 98.
Careful with the way you said that there.
So it's 97, 98. This is a classic. This is one that strip collectors go crazy for. Really expensive kit.
You said it was goes for 500 quid,
Yeah.
did you?
So it's Faber Lotto Service, which is a German lottery, and that is their colours, is the rainbow
cool.
colours.
Cool.
And I was pointing out earlier on, it's no Adidas or anything, it's actual Faber Lottery that make the kit. It's Faber Sport, so it's a really quite a unique strip.
Why is that? Why have they made the kit?
I don't know. I just really don't know.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lottery company making a football kit for Bochum are a big team in Germany as well, and at that time they probably were even bigger than they are just now.
Yeah. At that time, that season they got to the UEFA Cup. They were in the UEFA Cup third round.
Listen, I know my stuff.
Finished 12th,
Yeah.
but The actual kits, I've got that one, and there's a third one which is red, and their home one white. I don't have the home one. I've got two, but they're just so difficult to come by. I've wanted the tracksuit for a long time, but can never pick one up. But
Where did you pick this one up?
I think that was in maybe another one I bought early on from Classic Football Shirts when you could afford to buy shirts from them. Because their prices just went.
See, for reference, right, I was on that site the other day. The City Brothers strap.
Yeah.
You've got the Kappa one. The one I think it was $3.50 for that.
Yeah, they're well overpriced. But if you really want a strip, you go there. You will find it.
But you see that with popularity comes rising prices with everything, doesn't it? That's just kind of the way society is nowadays, isn't it?
That's it. So third kit.
As we see in America.
So third kit, Nike Low and Brow 1860 Munich.
I would say that this is my favourite one out
Yeah.
of the three.
The second, this is the second.
I was
team.
just got to say, nice set of tits on that one.
That would go well with St. Pauli one.
Maybe not that one.
So Low and Brow 1860 Munich.
Really stands the kit out, doesn't it?
So classic beer.
put 'em up.
Classic beer. No,
He's flustered, man.
that's it.
First time he's seen a pair of perky ones, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, that's it. And they're right beside me, yeah. I can't know see now. So, they were this was the golden era. 1860 Munich was in the 60s before Bayern Munich came along, right? So, they won the cup.
The gold era, definitely, man.
They won the cup. They won the league, and then they got to the Cup Winners' Cup final in '65, and then financial crisis, usual stuff. Financial crisis, and they dropped right into the regional leagues.
Turned sour again, did it?
That's yeah, went sour. Usual every week, one of these teams goes absolutely sour.
They're no milk company, are they?
No, it's usually that, isn't it? We Parma or
Sour
whatever.
milk, eh?
That's it. So that was the straps of the week.
What's your favourite one?
Has to be that one, man. There's no question.
But he wants to say that one, but we said it looks like a pride top.
No, it's alright. That's my favourite one. Definitely. I like them all. The three of them are classics.
And you've not got an explanation to why that Faber made the strap? Why there's no like...
I think that I take it that there must have been the club sponsor, and they put that much money in.
He's no found ChatGPT yet.
Yeah.
That's his problem, man.
No, I've had a look, and it's not.
What,
clear.
ChatGPT?
It's not clear. It's just not clear with it, because I think they were that much financially into them, and put that much dough into them. I think, but who then says, right, we'll make the kit for you,
Yeah.
and then it's a lottery. Yeah, okay, fine.
What would your favourite be?
Oh, the three of them, I would go with that one, definitely. I do like the Kappa one. That just reminds me, remember that season that Celtic were just signed by Umbro? Remember, like, they had Umbro right in the front of the kit?
Yeah.
Like, I can't really think of another shirt, but there was no sponsor apart from one.
Is that a Napoli kit you've got on?
Yeah.
Is that an actual kit?
Yeah, that's the one.
It's in the NR remix.
No, but I'm saying it's like that. Is that?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the
Maradona
Maradona
era,
one.
And they've got the badge on the shoulder, and like the Italy. That's crazy, isn't it?
I'll show you some kits
That's
from the
cool.
stock. Yeah.
It's a classic as well. Yeah.
Right, on to the next segment, and this is Christy with your phone.
Yeah.
This is the most disappointing release I could ever say we've had on 20 minutes of Terrace Talk for trainers, because I have nothing good to say about what's coming out
It's
this
got to
week.
be someone good.
No.
No
Right,
runners,
Wales
no
Bonner.
runners?
Right, you know who Wales Bonner is? You know who Wales Bonner is? Designer. He always makes funky stuff, but yeah, this is like the sort of calibre of what we're going to see just with the sandals.
I don't, but I'm just going to say aye.
He's a funky designer, put it that way. But yeah, this is the
They're
sandals
not
coming
bad.
out.
They're not
Is
bad.
that Ralph Lauren?
No, that is Adi
I
Sambas,
can't
but
see that. I thought the badge said Polo Ralph Lauren.
I'll have Wales Bonner.
Do not duplicate.
Yeah, that is a pretty weak release, I would say.
Not get my specs on today.
And this is the Adidas Hyper Boost Edge. If it was going that video, it'll go out. But you see that boost there, the white and red one?
Yeah. Mad.
Would you wear it?
No. Definitely not.
Well, apparently this is the future.
But see, they soles are the new running shoe because of the support that it gives for your feet. I've seen them everywhere. They're going to be the new shoe.
Yeah, this is the shoe of the future.
I see them were running.
Can I
They're
be?
not wearing with jeans.
Aye, yeah, but 100%. You would wear them if you're running or doing something like.
Do you run?
I can see them getting worn in America. 100% getting worn in the trendy places. People going at runs, etc. People with money. 100% they'll do well. I think they're quite good. Not for gone to the football or gonna.
Could you imagine
Or
going
gonna,
football?
aye.
Listen, like,
You wouldn't be standing the Bobby Cock stand with them, would you?
That's it.
the jogging boom that never ends. But yeah, this is your right. A Terrace attire, I don't
Yeah.
see anything
Nah.
like that. The Special release does come out this week. Could you get the Special stuff up? So we'll speak about that because it drops tomorrow, and this is sort of Terrace attire. Do you ever wear any Special?
No, I've never had specials. My big brother he's into his,
Special clothing's good though. So
he's
quite.
into his stuff. That's quite cool. I quite like that actually.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Quite
Do
a
you,
cool jacket.
Yeah, this is what's dropping. Has you got the actual photos?
The special stuff's always pretty cool.
I'll go to Declan. Could you find us the photos of the drops? I've mentioned the Samoa too. We've mentioned everything about it. I said it was all recycled. This is when you get into like trainer politics.
Yep.
We're going on about that. If you're not in like a mad trainer head, it just goes over your head. But yeah, the Special range is highly like, what's the word we'll be looking for? Highly worn on the terraces, especially with like the sort of older
100%.
generation.
Overhyped as well.
Listen,
So
yeah,
overhyped.
100%. You've got Gazelles, Specials. Even you've got like the Manchesters, the Glasgows. Is it?
Yeah.
Is a London's as well?
London's is the City Series, yeah. So the
Yeah.
City Series is the name I'm after all the trainers. The Manchester's, that comes in this range, which is the Special range. This is what they're dropping tomorrow.
You see quite a few of the Glasgows. Even like a lot of people, a lot of what I always see at football clubs is boys. They've got the CP companies, the Stone Islands on. They always have the Adidas
Yeah,
shoes
but-
with them with the jeans. It's the old school casual style.
The Glasgow
But-
that you mentioned, the first, they've
Aye.
re-released it again, but the very first one was 1 of 500, and it was
Yeah.
done for the Size Store's 10th anniversary.
I queued
Wow.
for that. I queued
Yeah,
for
he'll
that
hit
one.
it.
I queued
Did
for
you?
that one in Glasgow.
Glasgow shoes, till they reissued it not too long ago, like, what was it again, red or purple or something?
Yeah.
There was, yeah, they were very hard to get a hold of.
And then, like that's what I was saying. But every club that you go to, there's always fans with the special, with the the customised versions with their own colours on it. So like a lot of Thistle fans have got the red with the yellow stripes on it, of either Gazelles or I don't know if you can
You know what,
customise the specials.
Leeds is one of the most custom trained
Aye.
areas ever.
But honestly, like every football club you go to, you've always get fans. I always notice it. You've always get fans with the custom, like the trainers
We do as well. And
for
it's
the
him
colour
that makes them.
for the colour of the
Well,
club.
that's how I started out, making like custom trainers
Is
and
it?
stuff. Yeah, years ago. It was a lot bigger years ago. What one of these would you just pick, lads?
I would have the what's the shoes called again? What's that?
I'd be bottom.
The actual
Bottom
shoes,
right.
not the trainers.
Punch stocks.
Yes, I
The
think
Samoa.
I would go with them.
I would go
Samoa.
with the Samoas. I quite like
I've
them.
picked them like 3 times on this. Like
Aye.
you said, this has been a bad week for picking trainers. But yeah, the Samoa I think is cool. Punch stock, you're showing your age with that, to be fair.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, leisure shit. Let's just get off this subject because it's been fucking terrible this week for trainers. So yeah, on to fixtures.
Yeah.
What's on this weekend, Steve?
So I'll go through some of the headline fixtures. So Saturday, SPFL. So there's a lot of big games and it's going to be affect Dundee. It's going to affect everybody. So first game is Aberdeen in 8th with 33 points versus Killie in 11th with 28 points. So what were you looking for that?
We're very interested in that game,
Yeah, we've got a big interest.
Aye.
What do you think
Where
the
is
score's
that?
going
Where
to
is
be?
that?
It's at Aberdeen.
Aberdeen will win. Aberdeen, they'll start to rise a wee bit now with Stephen Robinson as manager. I think they'll get a few points, they'll get into safety and they'll be alright. Aberdeen will be fine.
I think Aberdeen, but for us as well, I think an Aberdeen win there would probably be better for us, would it not?
I think Aberdeen's
I would be.
performances have got an awful lot better. People can't see it, but I think
Yeah.
they have got an awful lot better. It's just getting it over the line and getting the results. Once they get that first result, they'll be alright. I think with Stephen Robinson, they'll be fine.
Here's the next match of the day. It could be a strange one because it's involving Livy, and Livy's not won a game since August. So it's St Mirren in 10th with 30 points, who are under pressure, and bottom with no pressure at all. It's Livy with 16 points. So they're going to beat somebody, but I'm thinking St Mirren will probably win that one. I'm not. Maybe not.
They've
I think
been.
it'll be a 1-0. St Mirren. It seems like a deadbeat game, doesn't it?
I don't know. I think
What should be a 3 each now?
I think you're right. Livy are due a win. Livy are definitely due a win.
Against, I hope it's to us.
Well,
a few
if
weeks.
St Mirren's arse goes out with this,
Yeah, I know.
they're at benefit.
St Mirren always do well against Livy. There's no way Livy will beat St Mirren. No, especially at St Mirren Park. No, St Mirren have been doing really well recently. With like look at Celtic for example. At Hampden, it's not easy to do that twice in a row to Celtic. Hold them in 90 minutes, beat them 3-1 and drew 2 each of them in 90 minutes. I know they crumbled, but they crumbled with an awful lot up against them. Do you know what I mean? Once that first goal went in to make it 3-2, that's it. You know it's game over in the extra time. So I think St Mirren. I don't know. I don't think St Mirren will be in the playoffs.
Who do you think's going to be in the playoffs then?
Dundee.
Nah. All jokes aside, I think it could be Kelly. I
They pulled out some good results.
I know, but I just don't. I think they've had their purple patch, and I just think they've not got the quality.
That's a big game.
Kelly don't have quality in their squad.
That's a big game against Aberdeen. If Kelly could pull 3 points out of that, that pulls Aberdeen right back in as well.
And mixes it right back up if Kelly win that game, yeah.
So the next fixture's a big one on Saturday. Last Saturday Premier fixture, Celtic versus Falkirk. So Celtic sitting in third with 67 points. Falkirk still think, can they still get in Europe? Are they still going for Europe at the moment, or is there a chance? I think there is a chance.
Yeah, there is a chance that they're going to need to win most of their games.
But you just can't.
That's a game with them filming at the weekend as well, by the way.
That was the worst game ever. It was the worst game ever, mate. Honestly, like there was chances and stuff, but it wasn't the worst game ever. Sorry, that's a lie. It was end to end. There was action, but I had no sleep. I went to Coventry the night before, and I get the night time bus up, edited that video and got it out, and I went to that game, and I thought it was going to be a blockbuster, and there was nothing. There was no goals, and then it went to penalties. It was amazing to see at the end and what happened for Dunfermline, New Lynn, etc. But I thought that fixture is always usually 3-2, 2-1. There's always hundreds of goals in that fixture, 3 each. Last year, for example, it had to be a 0-0. The day that I wanted to go up the road early. Do you know what I mean? Honestly.
So what we're thinking there? What we're thinking there? I think Celtic will win that and go equal on points with Hearts.
Aye.
I think they'll put the pressure right on Hearts. I think this could be the weekend that Hearts maybe fail. Maybe their bubble might burst this weekend. So Sunday fixtures, so one affecting us. It's Dundee United versus Dundee. So United in 7th with 40 points, and we're 7 points behind them and 33 points in 9th. So for that match, I'm going to go with what old Chris said. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw in this game again, because that seems to be the favourite result in this match. 2-2 draw.
I'll go Dundee. We play alright at Tannadice.
Well, it'd be good to get the third win on the bounce there
So
after all these years.
It's always a draw there. I think it'll be 1 each again.
Well, we'll go with that.
Well,
So-
the last 5 games we played, we beat them 4 times, and 3 of them were at Tannadice.
Aye.
So I'll go Dundee 1 on that. Like,
So the other 2 games are the big games of the day on the Sunday. So it's Hibs in 5th on 51 points versus Hearts in 1st on 70 points, and Rangers in 2nd on 69 points, with Motherwell in 4th on 54 points. So Hibs are going there, and there's no way they're going to be letting Hearts.
Well, Hibs are still in the fight for Europe with
exactly.
Motherwell, so Hibs need to win this just as much as Hearts, which makes it tasty. Because I was thinking Hibs had nothing to play for. Hibs have got Europe to play for, which is the dream for Scottish football teams. Hearts have obviously got a title to play for. I don't know. I think Hearts will win it. I do think Hearts will win it. Hibs beat Hearts the last time. Hearts Hibs beat Hearts the last time at Easter Road. Hearts have beat them with last minute winners both times. So it's going to be a big game, but I just think it's too big for Hearts not to win. I think Hearts will get the result.
I think that
It's
Hearts.
going to be some atmosphere.
Hearts have to win, and I think Rangers. I can't see any other than Rangers.
They've been playing the full 90 minutes. Hearts that was a big statement against Motherwell the other week.
Any slip up there, Rangers are going top on Sunday. There's nothing surer there.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're right. I hope they do win. I hope Hearts do win and keep it going. But I've got a funny feeling
for Scottish football. I think it would be good just to see Hearts someday outside of the Old Firm win it. Just in terms of opening the league up, it's honesty. We just need Scottish football to be more open rather than Celtic and Rangers. We need that. And I think everybody could agree with that.
Yeah.
Make it more exciting. This season's been exciting.
Best season.
To begin into May and having 3 teams going for the titles, nuts.
So talking about exciting, we'll go into the Scottish Championship. Obviously, St Johnstone won the league now, but it's getting excited for yourself because you've got the games are
had to mention that.
Airdrie versus Ayr, Arbroath versus Partick Thistle, Queen's Park versus Dunfermline, and Ross County versus Morton. So they're just at the moment we're playing for relegation and we're playing for these places in this top 4. Who you it's okay below you. It's Arbroath and Dunfermline. Who you want? You want to be playing Arbroath, yeah? Or are you?
Aye. So like these games are kind of nothing games for some teams. It's massive games. I think more towards the bottom end. Dunfermline have already towards the bottom end, because Dunfermline have confirmed 4th. Arbroath have confirmed 3rd. We've confirmed 2nd. So the playoffs are already done.
Yeah, it's only between. It's only the only thing that they're playing for now is between now and next week. Is Dunfermline's got Arbroath. It's to get that player who's got home and away.
Yeah. But
Second
how many
leg.
points are in it? I'm not sure. There's 50 points.
3 points. There's only 3
There's
points.
only 3 points.
There's only 3 points in it. Yeah.
So Dunfermline have caught up with Arbroath.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, that's. I thought it was a dead beat. I thought Arbroath had already done it. In fact, Arbroath got beat last week, so that's probably why. That'll be interesting.
Because Dunfermline didn't want to be going down there for the win machine, do they?
I think we're going to give our players a rest. Maybe get Tony Watt or Shane Smith, etc. Some more game time. They're just getting back from being injured, so it's a deadbeat game for us. We've already got seconds, so I think we'll give some players a rest and give some players some minutes they need. But
so we're looking at an Arbroath win, yeah?
Arbroath win, I think, aye.
Put the pressure on Dunfermline, eh? There you go. So we'll go through them. Airdrie versus Ayr United. So Airdrie are second bottom, so I think they're going to have to win that, aren't they? Just stay away from...
Airdrie will beat Ayr United. Ayr United are guff right now. Airdrie are probably the best team I've seen this season.
Airdrie?
On hand on heart, Airdrie are the best team I've seen this season. We have struggled. Maybe it's just because it's against Thistle and they hate us, but the football that they played, I watched them against Thistle. They beat us.
They drew last week.
They drew. They scored the last minute equaliser.
Yeah.
But we struggled all season against them. I think we drew with them away from home, 1 each, and the only reason we drew with them was for a howler for the keeper. We beat them 1-0 for a free kick. That's the only way we could score against them. And then we drew with them just at the weekend there. And
but that's what Partick Thistle do, though. That all season they've been
the
so close to getting...
See the football that Airdrie have been playing this season.
Yep.
See, especially at home on the brand new Astroturf Park. Since Aaron Taylor Sinclair, the manager's come in, he used to play with Thistle, the left back. Honestly, the football that they were playing, they were passing rings about Thistle, and we that was a couple of weeks after we beat St Johnstone 2-1. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I couldn't believe that, to be fair. They'll not get relegated.
Right, so we'll go into League One. So it's East Fife versus Inverness. So Inverness are top, and Stenhousemuir versus Alloa. And Stenhousemuir are second, and they kind of blew it last week, and they're 4 points behind Inverness now. So it's looking almost like Inverness are going to win that league, and Stenhousemuir. So I was home.
Is it 2 games left now?
I think so, yeah.
And then 4 points.
Yeah,
in
that's it.
Game over.
So I'm going to go Inverness away win, and Stenhousemuir home win. Just keep it going,
Yeah.
but it'll not be enough. Yeah. What about yourself? Anything? Getting in for that coupon on Saturday.
Yeah. All I do is watch this to see what was said again and then put the coupon on. It's always one. See, for the past 3 weeks, there's always been one fucking team. Every time.
So Scottish League 2, which is quite interesting. It's only a matter of point between them. So it's Dumbarton, second bottom, with 35 points, versus East Kilbride on top with 63 points, and the Spartans in second with 62 points versus Elgin. So that's usually been going to forum.
Have you seen what Dumbarton are doing this weekend?
What are they doing?
So, see if any fan comes in before 2 p.m, they get in for free. So, anybody that comes in the stadium before 2 p.m, they get in for free. And then Fanbase are putting on a discount for anybody that can't make it before then, comes in after. So, they're trying to get the stadium packed an hour before kick-off, to get the place built up, because it's such a big game for them. And then they're building it right up.
No, that's brilliant.
Where are Dumbarton in the league?
Dumbarton are second bottom, so they're fighting as well.
So I was thinking that. The second bottom. And
to be fair, Dumbarton, most picturesque stadium in Scotland, and they've put the stand so you can't see it. You're looking at a walls and behind you is this big rock with a castle on it.
It's because of planning permission stuff. They can't build across.
I know. So I'm going to go as it goes.
East Kilbride will be
Spartans.
East Kilbride and Spartans.
Right, down in England, it's quite interesting at the bottom. So Saturday, the English Premiership is West Ham versus Everton, and Wolves versus Spurs. So I think at the moment West Ham 17th with 33 points at home to Everton, 10th with 47 points. Wolves haven't won a game for ages are playing Spurs. So I'm looking at a Spurs.
That'll be a -1.
So I'm going to go with a West Ham win, and I'm going to be a Wolves win as well.
I'll go with Everton, man. Moisey revenge.
Do you think Spurs will get relegated?
I do.
They've got that. You know what? They've got that look about them. They just.
See, I watched West Ham the first game of the season, and they get battered off. Was it Chelsea they played first game of the season?
Mm-hmm.
They get battered off of Chelsea, and my girlfriend's mum's a West Ham fan, and I walked into the house and I went, "Yous are getting relegated." Because see that way, as you said, when a team's got a look about them,
Yeah.
straight away when they get battered, I was going, "Yous are getting relegated." Now that Somerville's come on. See if that Somerville didn't come onto a game, they were down and out. But that Somerville's come on and saved them, won them so many games. He's became a hero for them, and he's probably going to keep them up. But Tottenham, man, they just look.
Yeah,
They
I don't.
look deadbeat.
There's something about them.
They've brought a psychologist in. The Zerbi brought a psychologist in this week. They're actually hiring online desperately for a psychologist to come in and speak to the players.
They remind me of the way.
Get Steve Bracknell off.
They remind me of the way.
He would do a job to be fair. What a guy, man.
A few years ago when Hibs got relegated, their psyche just
You
went.
fucking win it! You fucking win it!
They remind Tottenham at the moment. They're like Hibs a few years ago when they got relegated. You saw the psyche just going from them, and everything just went. And you knew they were going to get relegated. And you think that Tottenham team look like they're going to get relegated.
I just think they're not used to that fight. You know what I mean? And like you said, they're trying to get psychologists and that. That's obviously their arse is gone.
Ange gets slaughtered, right? How the fuck did Ange win a trophy with that squad?
Mm-hmm.
How that? Now look at that. See, when you looked at it at the time, you were going, fair enough, that's
They
decent.
were
See, when you
getting
look
about
at it
there
now.
last year. Well, where were they? Because when they won the trophy, they were not like 15th or something, or like
Oh
16th.
mate,
They were down about
Crazy.
like last year.
how does he win a Europa League with them?
I know. They should never we said that last week. How do you sack him after he won in that? It's mental.
And here's your favourite league. It's the English Championship. So Friday night it's Leicester versus Millwall.
Leicester
right?
down, man. That's
Yeah.
Did you
So-
see Coventry? Sorry to butt
Yeah,
in, but did
that's
you
it.
see Coventry get promoted? So Coventry, I went and done the derby.
Yeah, I
a couple
saw
of
last
months ago.
week, yeah.
Coventry and Leicester are big rivals. You might not know this, but it's a big derby, M69 derby, and Coventry and Leicester. So Leicester won the league 10 years ago, and Coventry were they were down in the dumps. I think they were League 1, League 2 at this time, League 2 probably, and they've switched over the last 10 years. And at that time, Leicester. Gary Lineker he's a Leicester fan. He was slaughtering Coventry. All Leicester fans are slaughtering Coventry. How the tables have turned. Coventry won the league to get promoted to the Premier League, and 2 minutes later Leicester get relegated to League 1, and it came up on Sky Sports. Coventry won the league, Leicester relegated, and all the Coventry fans are posting it going, "Get up, yees, look at us now, blah blah blah." That's crazy,
yeah.
isn't it? So 10 years later,
Well, where did their misfortune come from? The boy dying in the helicopter crash?
he died in the helicopter crash, and I think it was his son's taken over, and he doesn't have a clue what he's doing. He's just the guy.
It's some downfall for winning the
10
Premier
years,
League.
10 years.
The guy that died in the helicopter crash, God rest him, but the job that he done was obviously incredible. He was so switched on.
What was his name again? Vincent? something like that.
Vichai, I can't pronounce his second name, but it was like, I think he's from Thailand. Owns, is it Singapore or something? And honestly, him and his son apparently are night and day. I spoke to Leicester fans and they've just said his son, it's a shame because he's trying to do his dad's job, but he just doesn't have a clue, doesn't know what he's doing.
Some 10-year downfall, eh?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He's spent all the money, he's got all the money, but he's just not doing it right. Do you know what I mean? You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't do it right, you don't have the right process.
It was the hard story 10 years ago, was it? Remember the boy had Leicester to win, like the start of the season. It was like a cash out with like 80,000.
Oh, there was loads of them. There was loads of them got offered the cash outs, and there was only about 3 left at the end that just kept it going right to the end and got the full money.
That was crazy, man.
So it's Leicester Millwall. So Leicester relegated. Millwall in third with 79 points. West Brom in 18th with 52 points. Is Ipswich on 79 points as well as Millwall, and Coventry top. And Coventry's now won it, and Wrexham in 6th. I think Wrexham could just creep into that playoff. That'd be quite good. And I think I'd love to, as you say, I'd love to see Millwall just for the banter. For their fans going around that league would be unbelievable.
Millwall, Ipswich, and one each. Coventry, Wrexham for that. Aye.
And the last 2 games will go as FA Cup semi-finals, and it's Saturday and Sunday. So it's Saturday Man City versus Southampton, and Sunday Chelsea versus Leeds. And I'd like to see Leeds get into that fight.
I want to see Leeds do it as well.
That'll be proper, won't it?
Yeah,
What a game that Leeds West Ham game was, by the way.
it was.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Like that's what we love about football, isn't it? Just madness. Do you know, like I keep saying it, but we do love that. Just when the things that you don't expect, just 91st or 97th minute.
So give me a prediction. I'm going to go Leeds and Man City for the final.
I would say the same because Chelsea are a shambles right now, aren't they? Well, Chelsea could have a bounce with the teacher being out of the equation there. Did you see what all the players were saying? They were all saying he was like more like a teacher rather than an actual manager. Saying Rosinia, the Chelsea manager.
Yeah, nah, I've seen a lot coming out over the past couple of weeks.
Man.
Managers get slated nowadays.
I know, but
see that Russell, the boy that was
Martin, Russell Martin.
Remember, like, what was it, 9 games he last did, Lucy Prinder's lad and stuff. He was getting it absolutely brutal at the time.
Aye.
And then it came along. What was the Celtic boy?
He went to Loch Lomond the day after. He was in it. He went to Loch Lomond the day after I think he'd done that for a wind up. I think he deliberately done that.
He got 9 million. He got.
Aye, I think he's deliberately got the cash, boosted, went to Loch Lomond and went, look at me now, get it up you type of thing. I think that was just your clubs just gave me all your money type of thing, get it up you.
Well, look at the job Danny Rose done since that was great.
Mate,
Has he lost? One game he's lost, is it? In the league all season?
Yeah, it was against Hearts as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that the last one?
That was the last one.
Now I'll take our last segment, which is 40 years of fashion. We tell you about a tales of grails. We're sitting with an ultra expert. I don't really think the ultras would be wearing this. This is more of the old boys. But this is.
I think they would.
Yeah,
There's
they would
plenty of space for pyro in there.
Yeah, that's a pyro coat.
That's a pyro coat if you ever shouted one, eh?
Before its time, but yeah.
I think that looks like an Eastern European ultras jacket, I would say. That's perfect, isn't it?
It's made by. You ever heard of Plurmas?
No, but I have now.
Plurmas is made by a designer called Fabio Cavani. It's exclusive, only makes 99 pieces. So there's only 99 items made each time. Always sells it like mad rapid. Plurmas is Latin for many for one. Check this in this thing. Yeah, many for one. Go and see your phone. We'll see what AI says about it because it'll be more elegant than anything I will.
So how did you get that in?
This is from the first season, right? So it started in 2015, so they do 4 seasons every year.
Yep.
But it's basically at the point now, if you want a jacket, you have to buy it resale.
This is my own jacket. I bought it at the time when it came in first, right? So I bought that at the time, and I was easy enough because it was the first one. No, now I mean that's really rare, and every single piece sells out. I mean I get the emails and they're all gone.
Yeah, you're on it. You're basically on a mailing list. Like you get the emails and everything goes out mad quick. And anytime I get something like this to sell in my shop, it's gone within seconds. Like how many items do they do? Maybe
99.
No, I know 99. It's tagged in there. But there's only so many coats or I think it's 4 or 5 items a time. Jeez. 4 seasons. You know what I mean? Every piece is.
But that's what happens. Scarcity probably drives it even more, doesn't it?
It's one of the. It's more like you open that. It's not like a folklore sort of thing, but it's one of these you've got to be in the know on the terraces. It's proper. It's proper gear. When people see it, they're. Well, you're saying this is first season. Have you looked at the resale on this?
No, never. It's been in again. It's like the CP Adidas piece. It's just been in the box. Lying in the box. So I've never checked what it is. But you'll be able to tell me how much you think it's worth.
I would price it probably at 450, maybe to 450 or 550. But going off first season, I don't know because it is first season. You know.
I'll take it for free if you don't need it.
Like AI says, Plurmas is an
Put all
Italian.
my pies in it, man. Like that steak pie, chicken and haggis, Scottish pie.
Well, you get what is with this?
Pie
Charge
review.
pack.
Yeah, there's a charge pack for your phone. Yeah.
Oh, that would be handy. Yeah. I would need that because, to be honest with you, see the amount of times that my phone and then my battery pack runs out during games. Oh my god.
This is the man to speak to then. Here's a quote for you to sort it out.
Aye.
You know what? It's just
my pyro.
It's one of those. It's
Pyros.
They make a lot of it's very similar to Stone Island sort of stuff. They make a lot of sort of reflective. There's a lot of reflective jackets, like camo reflective, snowflake reflective. A lot of cool fucking jackets to be fair. I think the brand he done before that was 12th Man, which was very similar. It was only 99 pieces. But I don't think.
Did you not reckon he was something to do with CP Company or Stone Island?
I think I didn't check this up, but I think he was something to do with Stone Island at one point, yeah. But yeah, it's a very exclusive brand that people gravitate to, and it was a cool jacket to show this week. So, anything else we're going to go over?
No, that's fine.
Well, you want to do your subscribe, and ding that bell?
I'll let Blair do it today.
Subscribe, and don't get wide. That one there.
This has been 20 minutes of Terrace Talk, and go enjoy your weekend. Thank you.